right here. Okay. Yeah, it makes everything a little trickier at the beginning here. Okay, so this is the deck I'm going to be using. Of course, it's Hobbits again, because I haven't had a chance to swap out heroes without taking the threat. It's a deck I built for this quest. I have no qualms at all about the standard Ring Around the Rosie deck beating this quest. It should be able to beat it, no problem. But what I want to do is try to not have a burden in my deck when we end the game. And if you put it in the victory display, you don't earn the burden. So to do that, I have 3 copies of Shadow of the Past, 3 copies of Out of the Wild, a copy of A Watchful Peace. Penamarth will help me do that. And basically a ton of card draw. I'm trying to put the burden on top of my deck and then using Out of the Wild to put the non-objective card with no victory points into my victory display. To do that, it's going to take me a few rounds, and it's going to take me some luck. Definitely going to take some luck. Alrighty. Here is my campaign deck. I've added Tireless Ranger, so that will show up there. And now I'm going to go there, go there. Okay, there we go. I'm gonna go there. All right, I'll be able to watch that there. It's just a little tricky here. Normally I can see the chat a lot simpler than the way I'm doing it right now, so I do apologize if I don't catch something someone's saying. All right, so I'm gonna load my campaign. There's all my new cards, including Tireless Ranger. Gandalf's Delay means I can only look at excuse me, the top 5 cards when I get my opening hand. All right, there we go. Sam's covering up Frodo. I'll protect you. Okie dokie. There we go, guys. Vroom, vroom, vroom. I'm actually going to slide everybody over. Zoom in ever so slightly. Okay, old bogey stories. I'll put it on Frodo. This setup, it goes in my hand. It's funny how this gets... You know, I think you don't add it to your hand until you decide if you've taken a mulligan or not. Someone watching this can let me know for sure. I feel like your hand is the hand you settle on. That is your hand, not your pre-mulligan hand. Okay, so the way this quest works is you put one of these riders here. This gets 1 threat, not that, 1 threat per player. And this thing gets... I always put damage on it. 15. This is like kind of like a timed quest. So you basically have time 15 to win. And every time you remove one of these, he gets closer to death. So I always like to use damage because I think of it like as his life counting down, since damage kind of represents life in a way. Okie dokie. Another way, or maybe it makes more thematic sense to add the damage. I don't know, but if it's there, I kind of remember. I also added reminders. All right, shuffle into the deck. Shuffle into the deck. Okay, do I like this hand? Yeah. Steward is good. Sneak attack Gandalf is good. I don't have a ton of card draw. I can try to dig for my card draw. God, I hate to shuffle in a sneak attack Gandalf. Could sneak him in, do 4 damage, engage, defend with Sam. Sam currently has the +1 defense. That'd be 3 against 4. It would be nice to kill this guy right off the bat. Oh man, tough call. I don't have really any card draw. I think I'll take a mulligan. God. Worse. Way worse. Alright, that's my hand. Yuck. Alright, let's read the card here. Frodo has been gravely injured in the attack at Weathertop, and will perish if his companions can't bring him to Rivendell in time. Strider leads the hobbits towards the Hidden Valley, anxiously listening for the sound of black riders. The road runs along the edge of the hills for many miles from the bridge to the ford of Bruin. But I have not yet thought how we shall cross that water. One river at a time. We shall be fortunate indeed if we do not find the last bridge held against us. Strider, the Fellowship of the Ring. Okay, so we need to make 15 progress. We need to add the last bridge. This can go away. Last bridge says it's immune. It's got X threat. X is the number of players. And then it says travel. The first player must reveal the top card of the Burden deck and resolve that card as if it was just revealed from the encounter deck to travel. Hi, Vardane. All right. Man, what a terrible opening hand. I'm half tempted just to use Old Bogey Stories. I do have 2 Peace and Thought, so I could go digging. I have one of the cards I need. Rosie's good. If I use one Peace of Thought, Heed the Dream. If I use one Heed the Dream, I still would have 6 cards to shuffle in. Hennemarth is also good. Good, Vardane. Glad you just beat Crossings. Let's get... there's that treachery that kills 1 hit point, 1 willpower allies. I don't want to play him yet. Let's do a Heed the Dream. 3 copies of Sword Thane. Wow. Wow. This is one of the cards I'm looking for. Ugh. My hope was to do Heed the Dream and find something that would let me draw 5 or 6 cards. Oh, man. Okay. I need to take a break for a second. I hear my daughter upstairs, and she needs me. 2-year-old bathroom thingies. Sorry, everybody. I'll be right back. Okay. The joys of parenting. Alrighty, took care of that. God, this opening hand sucks. Alrighty, I think I'm going to grab the Sword Thane. I have a plan. I know what I can do. Shuffle. Okay. So my plan's going to be get Rosie into play, Sword Thaner, and then shuffle away this crap hand. Even though I have this card. Alright. So that's my reminder. Normally I would have to remove a damage, but it's the first round, so I don't. All right, let's quest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, yeah, okay, so Vardane's been playing a lot of the same deck to beat the Harad cycle. Yeah, it's funny how you get used to a deck and you play it for a long time, but then you're like, all right, I'm ready for something new. I know what you mean. 9. All right, here we go. Haha, see? That's why I didn't want to play Henemarth, right there. Each ally gets -1 willpower to the end of the round. Deal 2 damage to each ally with 0 willpower. That is a perfect time to reveal that. Finally, some luck. 9 against 3 is good 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Thank you very much. I will take that. Okay, now, if I engage this guy, I avoid his effect. At the beginning of the encounter phase, the first player must either reduce the ring bearer's life by 1 or engage. So if I engage, Sam's going to be 3 defense. Tireless Ranger gives him +1d. Yeah. I think I'll just remove the extra life, and then at the end of the round, I remove a life. Control N. That's my reminder. Alright, sneak attack honestly does nothing. Does nothing. Rosie. 2. Sword Thane. 1. Should I do it like this? 2, 3, 4. I'll do it like that. Okay. I have 6 cards. I'm going to do Old Bogey Stories. It's a once per game thing. Add it to the victory display to shuffle your hand of at least 6 cards and draw again. Because this, I mean, okay, you know what? I'm going to hold off one. I talked myself out. I'm going to wait one more turn. Get Henemarth in, because I just saw one of those treacheries go away. Actually, wait. I could spend, I'll do it like that. I'll spend Frodo's resource. I was saving it in case I got like a Frodo's intuition or something, but, and I'll pop Henemarth in right now. Let's see what we're up against. Okay, that's fine. So that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 6. So I will go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's, well, 7, 8, 9. That's what I reveal. It says I can place the top card of the burden deck on top of the encounter deck and place 4 progress on this to clear the old road, basically. You only can do this if you're playing campaign mode. So it's another reason I have Out of the Wild in this deck. Put that burden on top of the encounter deck and then use Out of the Wild to just get rid of it. Okay, so I make 3 progress. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to travel there. I'm going to engage. Sam will pop up. Draw a card. Fast hitch. He's going to defend. He's defending for 3 plus Rosie's 2. He's defending for 5 against 4. Nice. Very nice. I would not have wanted that card to come up. I can't attack back, but he does no damage. And the Fell Rider's effect doesn't trigger because he's... because I engaged him, basically. So I only have to remove 1 life. Alright. Let's do Control N. Actually, that's pretty good for a moment. So I have 7 cards. That lets me get rid of shadows. Could pay for it with Rosie. That's 7. I mean, I'm kind of keeping this hand even though I was kind of planning on getting rid of it. Maybe I can get lucky. Frodo's intuition. That's good. Steward of Gondor. Okay. You know what? I'll take this Frodo's intuition. And that'll let me draw a bunch of cards next turn. Yeah. Yeah. This is not an ideal hand. It's going even slower than normal. Alright. Let's see what I'm going to be up against. Return each engaged Nazgul to the staging area. That's fine. Okay, that'll be fine. So that's 1, 2, 3. And then I'll be able to engage it again. So I'll do the same thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This is what I reveal. He comes back up. 9 against 3 is 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That goes away. That goes away. I will engage. Pop Sam up. Draw a card from Pippin. There's my steward. I did shuffle after looking at that, right? Yeah, I did. All right, that's good. That's good. Start. No, I'm not gonna say it. No, I'm not gonna say it. All right, so, and this is how you can handle one of these guys, no problem. So I'm defending for 3 because he gets boosted by 1 more. Now he's defending for 5. The staff can get rid of the shadow, which was return it to the staging area, and he defends no problem. Okay, it's the end of the round. I discard one of those. Control N. Okay, sneak attack Gandalf. That's a useless card. She gets a resource. So Pippin actually becomes the steward of Gondor. Frodo's intuition. See, this is what I mean. This is why I was hesitant with that hand. I have a ton of card draw where I can just draw a ton of cards, but I just wasn't seeing them, and it's scary almost when you have a ton of card draw in your deck and you don't have any of it in your opening hand, because you might go 4 or 5 rounds before you draw that. So I get to draw 5 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's some card draw, even more. Okay, so this is an easy choice. He's basically got 2 more defense, even more card draw, which is going to be great. I gotta save one of those. That goes there. That goes there. I spend 2 resources to pay for them. I got a test of will. Now, here's what I'm missing. I need to keep a test of will for when I travel to the bridge. I am missing the most important card, which is Out of the Wild. I absolutely need to have Out of the Wild. I'm going to be up against... Ugh, this is bad. Search the encounter deck and discard pile for a Nazgul enemy. I'm going to either add it to the staging area or put it in play engaged with me. Oh, well, actually, wait. This isn't as bad as I thought. I think I was thinking of a different one. So this one, I'm going to add it to the staging area. I'd like to be able to kill one of these things. So the one I'm going to add, I think, is 3 threat. So I'd like to quest for 4. These guys are all boosted. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let me think here. Takes 9 to kill one of these guys. She's a 3. 3, he's just a 1. I can't kill anything. Alright, so I think I'll just quest for 9. This guy, yeah, it's 3 threat. Alright. Alright, so I quested for 9 against 4 is 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I've now placed enough progress, so now I can just always quest for the bare minimum. I can really just leave him up there at the moment. I don't need to worry about that. So I'm going to defend with Sam. The staff's going to get rid of that. Yay! Additional attack being discarded. Sam is defending for 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 against 4. Okay, that bounces. Then Rosie, I guess I could have added her willpower, but I didn't need to. 16. All right, Rosie lends 2 attack to his 1 attack, and it does nothing. All right. A life goes away. Okay, so Control R. This is where I need just a little luck. Give me the cards I need. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's very frustrating. There it is! Oopsie. There it is. Okay. I'm going to draw 2 more. Sneak attack. Good. Steward. Don't need. Actually, I'm going to get rid of this Bombadil card. I know I'll never play it. Okay, okay, okay. This is where it gets interesting. Rosie gets a resource. Pippin gets 2 resources. Okay. I really got to make sure I do this right. What is currently, that's a treachery. That's no good. Okay. I need to make sure. Okay, here's the thing. Here's why this is hard. All of the burdens surge, and I can't cancel that surge. So whatever it surges into can't be a treachery, because I need the card it surges into to be a card that stays up in the staging area. So basically, it needs to be a location. Or the treachery doesn't surge. If the treachery doesn't surge, then I can use 2 Shadows of the Past, put them both up on top of the encounter deck. And then when I look at the top 5, the burden will be one of those 2, and I discard the burden. Basically, I can't bury the burden down too far. I mean, it depends on how many of these guys I have. So. Henemarth lets me see what the top card would be. So that's what I need to do. That's what I need to do. I am currently going to be questing for one. I won't be able to peek because I need to save Henemarth. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 is plenty. Oh, this is where it gets tricky. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we'll see if I need her. So I'm up against 5 against 4 right now. Okay, when revealed, reduce the ring bearer's life by 1, and everything to 0, including willpower. That's not terrible because I actually make progress. Okay. Okay, so now I gotta make sure I'm doing this right. Now I'm gonna peek. I want this card to be a location or an enemy. Ah, damn it. Okay, nope, that's not gonna work. That is not gonna work. And it surges. That's like the worst possible thing. So basically what would happen is if I traveled here, I'd reveal a burden that would surge. That would surge into the treachery, which would surge. And I'd get all these cards stacked on top of that burden before I could play this card. That's not going to work. Not going to work at all. So I need to wait another round. Let's see. So I know that's coming. That's going to be the shadow. There's no shadow. It's a good card to get rid of, to be honest. Good card to get rid of as a shadow. Can I kill this idiot yet? I'm going to be defending with Sam. If I sneaked in Gandalf. Let's see, if I sneak in Gandalf, I'd like to drop my threat, to be honest. I think I need to do that. Sneak in Gandalf, drop my threat. To get down into secrecy would be nice. Sam defends. Rosie can boost herself to 2 attack. Plus Gandalf's 4. We could do 3 damage. Alright, why don't I do that? So I'll sneak in Gandalf. Drop my threat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I want to get in secrecy for next round to see if that will work. Okay, Sam will get rid of the shadow, which we know is nothing, but he's defending for 4 on his own. 1 from the Tireless Ranger, 2 from there, 4 against 4. Rosie will exhaust and give herself, because she's a hero, 2 attack, plus Gandalf's 4 is 6. Oh, you know what? I've been screwing up. Damn it. I knew I was going to forget this. All these rounds that this Black Rider's been engaged with me, I was supposed to be getting rid of Frodo's life. Because it's not... Oh, no, it is while he's in the staging area. Okay. I always misread that. It's while he's in the staging area. I always think it's like a one-time thing. Like you either engage it and then you kill it, or you gotta... Anyway, never mind, guys. Sorry. Okay. He comes back. Okay. That's good. That's really good. That is really, really good. Okay, I'm in secrecy. I'm in secrecy. Oh my goodness. Yes, Abigail. Yes, honey. Okay. I'll go like that. Do I need to play Frodo's intuition? I don't think I do. Sorry, guys. This is just a tricky part. This is just tricky to figure it out and make sure I'm not missing any triggers. So I think I quest for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, my real life hobbit. See, Vardane, I knew what you were typing, even though you typed teal life hobbit. Oh, there. See, there's a location. Gosh darn it. All right. So I sent 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. What is it? God. Ugh. Okay, so that is okay. I just need to have the resources. All right. So now I can do it. Okay, here we go. This is how it works. This is the tricky part. So I'm going to travel here, Control A. Of course, if you're playing in real life, you don't do controls. It says, I reveal the top card of the burden deck. Here's the burden deck. I'm going to hit shuffle. Okay, which one is it? Surges, of course. The first player must exhaust the 1 ring. If the 1 ring is already exhausted, the first player must discard 2 cards at random from his hand. Alright, so if I exhaust the 1 ring, nothing really bad happens. Yeah, so I'll just exhaust the 1 ring. Doesn't really do anything. Okay, it's going to surge, so I hit delete. Surges into this. I remove one of these. The ring bearer's stuff goes to nothing. That gets discarded. Now I do my trick. I'm going to play 2 copies of this. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And move these cards on top of my encounter deck. Now I'm in secrecy because that's why I dropped my threat. I'm going to play Out of the Wild. Secrecy 2, search the top 5 cards of the encounter deck for any non-objective card worth no victory points. What do you know? A burden. I will add that to my victory display. And now I shuffle. Shuffle these back into the deck. This also gets added to the victory display because it was eroded. These get discarded. Okay, so now, assuming I win, I will not be adding a burden to my campaign. So that is why I've been stalling here so long. Okay, what am I going to do now? I am going to actually engage this. That would have readied Sam. That's all right. I kind of screwed up that. it draws me a card. They each get a shadow. I don't know what's up with the reminders going everywhere. That's all right, though. That's all right. All right, then I'm going to do a sneak attack. Gandalf. And do 4 damage. Kill that guy. Sam will defend. He's defending since he engaged. It raises up all of his stuff. Wait, when he attacks, deal an additional shadow card. That could be trouble. Okay, so Sam is going to defend for 1, 2, plus the boost, 3, plus this, 4, 5. I already exhausted this. I'm going to get rid of one of the shadows. I'll get rid of the bottom one. Okay, that didn't do anything. After this attack, he attacks the next player. That does nothing. Okay. All right, let's see how much damage I can do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, because he's boosted. He has nothing because of that treachery. 7, 8 from Rosie. So he is 1 away from death. Of course, Frodo's attack would have been enough if I hadn't had to blink him. Ain't that the way it goes? Okay. Okay. So now I need to clear this. I get rid of a life. I'm going to exhaust this. 1, 2. She gets a resource. Ah, nice. Okay, that's actually really good timing. Fellowship of the Ring says each hero gets +1 willpower. After a character is destroyed, I discard it. That's going to come in handy because I really didn't need Frodo's intuition this round. Okay, now I can peek. Oh, it's this thing again. I'm going to find a Nazgul. Interesting. That's not worth canceling, though. I think I'll just be adding it to the staging area. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I need to quest for 9. So Sam will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'll do it this way. 8, 9, 10. Okay. Next card was a Nazgul. Okay, so I did that. I make the progress to clear this. And I advance. Black horses leaped down from the hill in pursuit. And from the riders came a terrible cry, such as Frodo had heard filling the woods with horror in the east farthing far away. It was answered, and to the dismay of Frodo and his friends, out from the trees and rocks away on the left, 4 other riders came flying. 2 rode towards Frodo, 2 galloped madly toward the ford to cut off his escape. The Fellowship of the Ring. Okay, I add the Ford of Bruinen. Bruin? I think it's Bruin. Bruinen? Bruinen. Sorry, slaughtering it. Sorry, Professor. And the Witch King. Okay, here's how this works. When there's at least 1 Nazgul enemy in play, this quest stage gets +15 quest points. At the end of the round, I'm reducing the ring bearer's life by 1. If I defeat this stage, I've won the game. The Ford of Bruinen says it's immune, and after it leaves play as an explored location, all engaged enemies are discarded. The first player must reveal the top card of the encounter deck to travel here. So basically, if you can engage all the Nazgul, defend them. Maybe I should have engaged this guy. That would have been risky. And then clear this, you reduce the quest points by 15. Okay. He's 15 attack, or 15. Jeez. He's 5 attack. Oh my gosh. He's 5 threat. Jeez. I'm reading the card as I'm trying to talk. He gets -30 engagement while the 1 ring is exhausted, and characters with willpower of 1 or less cannot defend attacks. So my best bet is to either have Sam defend, which he'll be able to defend easily because this is not restricted to immune. I mean, it's not restricted to unique enemies. His shadow cards aren't immune, just he is. So if I engaged him, Sam would be a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 plus Rosie. He's still there. I think I'd like to travel here. I wonder if I can kill this guy and engage this guy. I think that's what I'll do. I'll wait to travel there. I'm actually not going to travel. All right, so I'm going to engage. That ready Sam. Boosts him up. Draws me a card. Oh, another Out of the Wild. Nice. Okay. They each get a shadow. This is getting that reminder because of the effect on it. That's what's going on. Alrighty. Sam will defend. He's defending for 1, 2 plus his base 3, 4, 5. So he's defending 5 against 5 for both of these. I will discard the shadow on the wounded one. If it destroys a character, not really a problem. So that bounces. All right, now I'm 5 against 5, and I can't discard the shadow. I still have Mr. Underhill. Why don't I use Mr. Underhill? Why take a risk? So that's basically a feint. Okay, it was nothing. Okay, so that leaves... So actually, I didn't need to use that yet. Okay, so Sam can attack for 1, 2 plus Rosie's 3, 4, 5. That's just enough. He readies. He's only attacking for 4. That does nothing. Okay. All right, that worked out pretty well. This goes away. Another Out of the Wild. And I can afford to pay for him. I definitely can afford to pay for him. Let's see what we're up against. Ah! That is not what we want to see right now. So, since we don't want to see that, let's see. I have tons of resources. I'm not going to drop back down in the secrecy. So I'm going to play Out of the Wild for full cost. 1, 2, 3. Look at the top cards. So that was card number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to add him to the victory display plus him. These get shuffled back into the deck. And you know what? Should I just play another one? Get rid of another crappy card? I think I shall. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. These surge. This one's the worst. This is just returning enemies. This one's the worst because then you can't do non-combat damage. So that goes there. All right. Alrighty. There's that. I'm going to play Frodo's Intuition to get some willpower. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sam was not... Oops. Sam is not boosted anymore. I get to draw 5 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. My 2 copies of Friends of Friends. Yes. Yes. I will do that. My own hobbits want to play some Cobra Paw. All right, so that boosts 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. I can't remember if I gave Rosie a resource. I have to scroll way up. I did not. Okay, so one of her resources buys 1 friend to friend, and the other one buys this one. Okay, okay, not bad. I feel like giving Rosie a Hobbit cloak, just in case for some reason she has to defend. And then I'm going to play a Gandalf. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I will do that. Is that what I want to do? Yeah. Yeah, it really doesn't matter at this point, I think. Alright, so my plan is to quest hard. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 23. Okay, 23. Did I remove Frodo's wound? What the heck's going on here? 23. Oh, my number lock isn't on. That's why that hasn't been working. 230? No. Let me make sure. Adds a resource to Frodo. Yeah, I did. Okay. All right. 23. Here we go. Each engaged enemy makes an immediate attack. That's okay. I'm going to ready Sam after I deal that shadow. He is currently defending for 5 against 5. I think I'll let the shadow slide. Alright. Okay. So I added no threat. That's good. 23 against 1, 2, 3, 4, 9. 23 against 9. Oh, what's that? That is 14. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So if I used Rosie, I could boost it by 3 more. And then if I engaged this guy and traveled here, can I defend these 2 attacks? Yes, I have Gandalf and Sam. Okay. So Rosie's going to get me over the hump of 15. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to travel here. I got to reveal a card to do that. Troll camp. That's great. That is, I mean, it's nice to travel to earlier in the game. Each hero gets a big boost, but I could have canceled it, but I didn't want a Nazgul. A Nazgul would have been the worst. So I'll engage. Sam readies. I draw a card. It's another Shadow of the Past, which is actually really good. That is perfect because there is a shadow that can push these back up to the staging area, which is the exact last thing I want. So I will, if this attack destroys a character, engaged enemy makes an immediate attack. So I'm going to put, whoops, wait, okay, wait. Wait. Okay, I shouldn't have dealt those shadows. Back up. I didn't mean to put those shadows on. That's just like a habit. All right. Adds a shadow to Ring Wraith. Adds a shadow to Witch King. So Witch King I did second. I shouldn't even have done it that way. Didn't mean to deal the shadows yet. It's just such a habit. Okay, so I'm going to use Shadow of the Past to put that card on top of the deck. 1, 2. Then that goes on the Witch King. So I know his shadow isn't going to drive him back up to the top of the... I know his shadow isn't pushing him to the staging area. Sam's going to defend. He just got boosted again, so he's defending for 4, 5, 6. And the staff's going to get rid of this. Return attacking enemy to the staging area. Perfect. All right, so the staff got rid of that. It's exactly what I wanted to get rid of. I was worried one of these 2 would have it. And then Gandalf will defend with this, and we know that shadow is if it destroys a character, which we know it doesn't. Okay, so killing them is not what I needed to do. I mean, Sam is attacking for 3, so that's nothing. Can't do any damage. Okay, Gandalf goes away. I remove a damage. Okay, if I clear the ford, I will not have a Nazgul in play, assuming I don't reveal one. And I will win. So let's see what we're going to reveal. Okay, no problem. You must either shuffle the top card of the burden deck into the counter deck and reveal an additional card. Oh, crap. Oh, wait, I'll just cancel this. I'm just going to cancel it. Because the other effect is, or we raise each player's threat by 3 and immediately end the quest phase, which is not what we want to do. Okay, so now it's just a matter of removing Frodo Intuition's stuff. Yeah, it's just, I mean, I might as well just play Gandalf. Because I can. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I will drop my threat. Why not? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I need to make 1, 2, 3 plus 6. I need to make 9 progress. 4, 8, 11. I reveal this. I will cancel it so I don't end the quest phase and I don't shuffle a burden in. I'm up against 3. What did I say I quest for? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I quested for 11. Make the progress I need. That's too many. A couple more go on there. Okay, after it leaves play, all engaged enemy are discarded. They get swept away by the river. Goodbye. Goodbye. Once there are no Nazguls in play, this thing is only 15 quest points instead of 30, which means I have won. All right, that is a victory. Of course, there's also this response on the campaign card, which I would never do. After an enemy is declared an attacker, I can shuffle the top card of the burden deck into the encounter deck to cancel that attack. Wah! That's not what I meant to do. Crap. Where'd that just go? Oh, it's right here. All right. And then we will flip. Resolution. Add each burden card in play in the encounter deck or discard pile to the campaign pool. Those cards have been earned. Let's look here. No burdens. Let's look here. No burdens. Let's look and play. No burdens. So I have successfully avoided adding a burden to my campaign pool, which means this was an ultimate success. This is exactly what I wanted to do. It ended up working out pretty darn good. I didn't even have to use old bogey stories based on that horrible starting hand. So I was able to fight through it. Frodo wasn't even close, really. 4 rounds still I could have went. So yeah, it ended up working really well. I was surprised. So that is it. The campaign moves on. Up next, we are in Rivendell, where I will be switching up the deck a little bit. You know, guys, it is just too hard not to play a Hobbit deck when Frodo's intuition is a thing. I also have a second reason for wanting to play Hobbits, which I will get into when I play the next quests. I've already built the decks. I've played test them. It works for the next quest. It should be pretty fun. I am going to be swapping out one of the hobbits for another hero that is not a hobbit. So if people want to take a guess who's leaving and who's being swapped in, I will remind you of my own rules. My own rules are I am not playing according to theme, hence the steward Pippin. So whatever hero I bring in does not have to be part of the fellowship. It's just I'm playing to win, but I'm also playing to tech. I'm teching against these quests. Thanks, Vardane. Yeah. All right, well, thanks everybody for listening. Next week on Wednesday will be another Twitch, and then the following week on Wednesday will be the podcast. We'll be going over all the news and the quiz, the super hard quiz. It's a hard quiz, folks. I made it hard on purpose. I mean, you know, C-Stan's going to be taking it live. I didn't want it to be 10 out of 10, 10 out of 10, 10 out of 10. That's boring, but I will have you know I am working on another quiz I currently have 22 questions for it. It's with the same card pool, and I would imagine people will be scoring passing grades, basically, instead of, 2 or 3 right. They will be getting, I would guess, 75% right. And then if you had a much better card pool knowledge than most, like myself or Ian from Tales from the Cards, John, Mark, people who play the game, this is their priority game, number one game, they'll probably maybe score all the points. I don't know if I'd score every point in this quiz, but I would come close. It's stuff we should know. The last quiz was kind of stuff like you felt like you should know, but it's hard to remember that stuff sometimes. All right, anyway, I'm rambling here at the end. Vardane is saying it's Gandalf. I will say right now, incorrect. All right, because Sneak Attack Gandalf exists. I don't want to lose that. Alrighty, thanks everybody for listening and watching, and thanks for all the support on the podcast. The swag is going to be amazing. It's looking great. The next episode I can't wait to do. It's just a great time to be a part of this game. I think it really is. And I'm looking forward. It was hard, Bardane says. It was hard on purpose. But there was a couple questions. Oh, I'll get into it on the podcast. All right, I'll save it for the cast. All right, everybody. Have a great night, weekend, Memorial Day. If you know a veteran, no matter what country you live in, if you know a vet, give them a shout out somehow. Let them know how much you appreciate what they're doing so we can enjoy freedoms like this. All right, everybody. Have a great weekend. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.